Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I am presenting the Economics Time newspaper headlines. So, first of all, Karge expected to name Karnataka's next CM today. Next, India China holds major general level talks on disengagement. Next, banks flag high overnight rates, liquidity term. Next, Rosneft sends JV fellers to PSU refiners for India unit. Next, IOC quarter 4 jumps 67% revenue from OPS up 10%. Next, monsoon may hit Kerala after slight delay. Next, apparel cause planned periodic shutdowns. Next, government looks to cover e-bus cause against fin risk. Next, now lenders scaling down exposure to trouble just money. Next, Baron Capital marks down valuation of Swiggy by 34% to $7 billion. Next, Bharti Airtel's quarter 4 net profit increases to 50% on one-time gain. Next, uphill derivatives path for BSC. Next, Zomato goes live with own UPI offering Flipkart to follow suit. On page number 2 in pure politics section in that Siddharamaiah Shivkumar take age of seat match to slog overs. Next, Speaker Narvekar to seek EC advice on Sena MLA disqualification. Next, Gadkari gets threat call at Delhi resident. Next, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi to visit US. Next, Muth heads community group lobby hard for their nominees. Next, Prahlad Joshi hints at new state BJP chief. Next, new plea diamond survey of whole Gyanvapi complex. Next, Akhilesh backs Didi's support to Congress remark. Next, Collegium names APCJ Vishwanathan for Supreme Court judgeship. Next, Apex Court dismisses EWS review plea. Next, new Parel's likely inauguration on May 26. Next, faster transparent recruitment under BJP. Next, CBI carries out searches in land for jobs case. On page number 3 in pure politics section in that India China hold downgraded disengagement talks. Next, Jay Shankar pitches for India's strength at India EU meet. Next, can host meeting in any part of countries as G20 president India. Next, two Hizab militants arrested 33 years after Mirwaz Molvi murder. Next, MOU in strategic semiconductor sector to be linked by September. Next, no shadow ban on the Kerala story, Tamil Nadu to Supreme Court. Next, tariff high on goods to compete with non-transparent geographics global goal. Next, NCPCR moves High Court seeking action in ongoing Madrasa case. Next, CBI conducts searches in alleged espionage case against journalist. On page number 4 in disruption section under that, lending taps starting to dry up for crisis hit just money. Next, WhatsApp to X NOS flagged fraud on Doubts portal. Next, Payments Council pinks FM to bring back Rupee MDR. Next, Baron Capital cuts Swiggy's valuation 34% to $7.1 billion. Next, logistics costs Agraga gets rupees 70 crore. Next, sales platform revenue hero rises $5.1 million. Next, Infosys secures digital deal from energy firm BP. Next, Flipkart's Prakash Sikaria to build in-house credit startup for e-tailer. Next, IAMAI member flag X anti-DG market regulations. Next, Wipro largest unsecured creditor of bankrupt Wise. Next, Zomato goes live with own UPI offering Flipkart to flow suit. Next, Paytm appoints Bhavesh Gupta as President COO. On page number 5 in company section in that future retail gets 6 bids mostly from scrap dealers. Next, Tesla executive set to meet Indian government official. Next, this TV minority shareholders demand board reconstitutions. On page number 6 in brand and company section in that Mondelez named Samir Jain as India president. Next, GICC buys Phoenix Hyderabad IT park for over rupees 1000 crore. Next, making more rooms. Next, Voda Idea may lose more users as rival expand their 5G networks. Next, Dot launches AI based portal for tracking and blocking stolen mobiles. Next, Jio and Track to acquire more 500 million subscribers by FY26. Next, Creative Abbey shortlist announced. Next, Indian hotels partner Chalet to open Taj at Delhi Airport. Next, Max Healthcare net up 85% in quarter 4 has operations improve and finance cost dip. Next, Health Min moves to curb unjustified uterus removal. Next, another co-opposes go first insolvency. Next, Prestige set to rebuild malls businesses. On page number 7 in company section in that Sanofi India strategy paying off MD. Next, Zydus Wellness barred from marketing products under Sugarlight brand name. Next, new screens to help boost revenues in FY24 PVR Ionex CFO. On page number 9 in company section in that Home Ministry puts climate funder Sequoia Foundation on watch list. Next, IOC quarter 4 profit jumped 67% on higher refining margins. Next, all aspirant for IOC top post rejected. Next, deadline for oil field auction bids extended. Next, SWAMIH invest rupees 158 crore in Thane project. Next, refining tomorrow's employee experience with technology. On page number 10 in a smart investing section in that Shriram Housing likely to defer $100 million share sale plan. Next, Bank of Baroda now has a business model as competitive as private bank. Next, Bank of Baroda post 1.5 multiply rise in quarter for net on loan growth. Next, HDFC PFC plan debt rise up to rupees 6,500 crore. Next, Credit Access Grameen quarter for profit source 86%. Next, HDFC AMC launches Defense Fund NFO. Next, Bharti Airtel's quarter 4 net up 50%. Next, Bombay dying ability to service debt. Next, BSC faces Arados climb. On page number 11 in economy section in that slight delay in onset of monsoon over Kerala. Next, Make My Trip clocks highest profit of $70.3 million in FY23. On page number 12 in economy section in that exporters sees 11 to 13% growth in FY24. Next, apparel exporters in Tripur, Noida plan periodic shutdowns. Next, e-bus suppliers may get central support if states fail to pay up. Next, drive to identify fake GST registration aviation. Next, TCS Intellect in race for advanced version of GEM. On page number 13 in economy section in that startup MSME and M&A to be cleared in 15 to 60 days. Next, green bonds blended financing to lure private funds into an energy. Next, IRDA relaxes norms for surety bonds to expand the market. Next, Ravneet Kaur is first woman full-time CCI chairperson. Next, former coal secretary Anil Jain appointed PNGRB head. On page number 14 around the world section in that China economic data misses expectations. Next, Vodafone's new CEO acts 11,000 jobs in fresh tech cull. Next, Morgan Stanley weights slashing 7% of Asia iBanking jobs. Next, in global first EU OK's rules of crypto assets. Next, IOC BPCL likely candidates for tie-up. Next, impact of 24/7 banking. On page number 15 in company section that Jindal Steel's net falls 10% sequentially in March quarter. On page number 16 in edit page section in that food feeding retail inflation come down. Next, so a case of hello goodbye. Next, Marpa's Lotus Paradise. Next, serious about bail, serious about justice. Next, reducing plastic problem. Next, local brief gets voters on a higher high. Next, sugar-free option to election remedies. Next, casting the right net. Next, Modi goes to America. Next, board exam child warriors a bit OTT. Next, small groceries but large bite. On page number 17 in economic financial section in that will an office romance damage your career? Next, after botched sneaker deal, sculptor apologizes for marketplace culture. Next, 9.1 MN franchise. Next, all on line has Real Madrid to face Man City in semis. Next, Spanish scientists try to crack mystery of a skeleton cave. Next, Jyotihi Surekha slips to sixth place. Korean back to dominate. Next generation cup starts with Mohun Began. West Ham United clash today. Next, injured Jofra Archer ruled out of upcoming Ashes series. Next, LSG beat MI by 5 runs. Next, the Kojic reaches Italian Open QF for 17th straight year. Next, vanished murals from Empire State Building record. Next, quick ways to turn your life around. On page number 22 in that economic market, Dalal Street in his sleep has US debt ceiling talks keep global investor on edge. Next, Bharti Airtel's quarter 4 net increase 50% on one time gain. Next, SGX Nifty to B renamed has Gift Nifty from July 3. Next, BFSI weight in FPI asset hits 26-month high in April. Next, CARE rises concern over Bombay tying ability to service debt. Next, Bank of Baroda has now a business model as a competitive as in private. Next, rupee gains 6 paisa to 82.25 per US dollar. Next, BSE faces Ardus climb in renewed derivatives push. Next, Wall Street Journal has a message for Biden and co. Debt talks doing damage. Next, US consumer spending appears solid. Next, SEBI may expand definition of QIB for debt securities. That much for today. Thanks for watching.